Solskjaer became interim manager at Manchester United in December after Jose Mourinho was sacked. And he is now the overwhelming favourite to get the job on a full-time basis after guiding the club back into the top four and only suffering one defeat in 17 games. United also overcame PSG in the Champions League despite losing the first leg 2-0 at Old Trafford. Earlier this week he claimed his Molde contract had expired and that he'd need to sign a new one if he was to go back, but club chiefs in Norway say he has a 3-year deal which must be bought out if he leaves permanently. And today, speaking ahead of United's clash with Arsenal, Solskjaer has again claimed he only has one contract at United. "No, it's just the media, isn't it?" he said when asked about the confusion. "I'm not here to get excited, I'm here to do my job. You cannot have two contracts when you're a manager. That contract was terminated, and I'm contracted to Manchester United until end of June." United players have begun speaking publicly about Solskjaer getting the job in the summer, with Romelu Lukaku, Luke Shaw and Ashley Young all voicing their opinions after the PSG game. And Solskjaer admits the love is flowing both ways. "Of course I love managing these boys, love working here, and as I said so many times I'm just doing the best I can every single day, and if and when it comes to decision to be made we've got to think about that," he said. Specifically on the compliments from the players, he said, "No problem, absolutely everyone likes to get complimented and meet people that are happy, but doesn't change my approach whatsoever. I'm good at focusing on what I shall be focusing on, and that's not thinking about that part of it." Solskjaer has been able to incorporate the club values that have gone missing since the days of Sir Alex Ferguson. David Moyes, Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho all struggled at Old Trafford and were all eventually sacked. But Solskjaer doesn't think a manager needs to have an affinity with the club to be successful at Old Trafford, but hopes it will help him. "Sir Alex came in without having any ties and he put his life into it, and you've got to put your life into it, but it helps I know the club," he said. United face Arsenal on Sunday as the battle for the top four heats up. Solskjaer has his side 1 point clear with 9 games remaining and knows 3 points at the Emirates will go a long way to securing Champions League football again. A win would also keep the pressure on Tottenham, who are now just 3 points ahead of United, but they play first this weekend against Southampton on Saturday. Solskjaer is hoping to have some of his crocked players back this weekend, with Anthony Martial potentially back in the squad and Paul Pogba back from suspension. He said, "Same decisions you always have. When you go into a game you've got to consider their approach. Systems is impossible to predict, they change a lot. Look at who's fit and how we approach the game. Different kind of systems are counter-attacking game or a different type of game, but now of course fitness issue plays in more than ever. Got players coming in, players who put a shift in. One of the hardest nights we had physically, probably this one and the Arsenal Cup game were the 2 toughest games we had. Scott and Fred covered the ground so much and is something we have to consider.